Maths time with Mr. Rose. Make sure to take some notes. Maths time with Mr. Rose. Make sure to take some notes.
3. The ratio of the number of cats to dogs at the shelter is 3 to 7. There are 40 animals in the shelter. How many animals are cats? So we have a ratio problem, and we're going to look at two different ways to do this. The first way to do this is to draw it out as we have 3 cats, and we have 7 dogs. And we know that with each set, 3 plus 7, we're going to have 10 total animals. The first way I can solve this is by writing out that I have 3 cats, 7 dogs, and in a total of one set, I will have 10, because 3 plus 7 is 10. After that, I make my multiples of each of these, so I know that as my rate changes, or my rate will stay the same as the amount of animals will change. So I go from 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. It's counting by 3s. The dogs is going to be counting by 7s. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42. And the total will be counting by 10s. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, etc. So the question says there are 40 animals in the shelter. How many animals are cats? So we know that there's got to be 40 total animals. So since this is where it says 40 total animals, I'm going to look at the amount of cats that there are at that same time. There should be 12 cats, so an answer C. Number 4, which statement is true? So in this question, we have two tables, table 1 and table 2. What we're going to be looking at is whether or not they are multiplicative or if they are additive. If they are multiplicative, the rule will be a multiplication expression. If it's additive, the rule will be an adding expression. So here's what we're going to look at. How can we get from 1 to 3.5? For us to get from 1 to 3.5, we have two different choices. We can either multiply 1 times 3.5, or we could add 1 plus 2.5. So right now we have an option for two different rules. Either we're going to be multiplying times 3.5 or adding by 2.5. Since both of them work for if x is 1, now we have to check will they work for if x is 2. So now we're going to do 2 times 3.5, and we're going to do 2 plus 2.5. So when we multiply 2 times 3.5, we will get 7.0. When we add this, we will get 4.5. So as we can see, only one of these is correct. So for this one, the rule is going to be, we're going to be adding 2.5. Now we're going to check the rule over here. There's two ways we can get from 1 to 3. We can do 1 times 3 as a rule, or we can do 1 plus 2 as a rule. We're going to see which one works for the next piece. If we put in 2 plus 2, we will get 4, and that does not work. If we put in 2 times 3, we will get 6, and that will work. So we know the rule for table 2 is going to be times 3, and the rule for table 1 is plus 2.5. So now we're going to read the questions. Both data sets show additive relationships. So this one shows an additive relationship because we are adding. This one does not show an additive relationship because we are multiplying. So A is not right. B, data 1 shows multiplicative and data 2 shows additive. So if it says data 1 shows multiplicative, we know that data 1 is showing additive, so B is incorrect. Answer choice C, both sets show multiplicative relationships. Well, this one shows additive, so once again, we know C is not correct. And now D, data 1 shows an additive relationship. That is true. And data 2 shows a multiplicative relationship. That is also true. So D is our correct answer. What we're going to do is you're going to go ahead and try the rest. If you notice, questions 1 and 5 are going to be very, very similar. So use what we did for number 1 on number 5. Use what we did for number 2 on number 6. Use what we did for number 3 on 7 and 4 for 8. Good luck.